Unit 1. Hometown. Where is your hometown? My hometown is Vĩnh Long, a peaceful city in southern Vietnam. It is famous for its rivers, fruit gardens, and friendly people. Although it isn't as modern as Ho Chi Minh City, I really enjoy living there because the environment is clean and the pace of life is much more relaxing. I think it's an ideal place for families and older people. What do you like most about your hometown? I love the natural scenery the most. There are many beautiful rivers and green orchards where people grow tropical fruits, such as mangoes and durians. Besides that, the local people are warm-hearted and always willing to help visitors. Whenever I return home after a busy week, I feel peaceful and refreshed. Has your hometown changed in recent years? Yes, it has changed quite a lot. Many new roads, shopping centers, and schools have been built over the last few years. Public services have also improved, making life much more convenient for local residents. Although some traditional areas have disappeared, I think these changes have made my hometown a better place to live. Would you like to live there in the future? Yes, I would. Even if I study or work in another city, I hope to return to my hometown one day. It is a quiet and comfortable place where I can spend more time with my family. I believe living in a peaceful environment is more important than living in a crowded city.
Unit 2. Work or study? Do you work or are you a student? I'm currently a grade 11 student at a public high school, and studying takes up most of my time. On weekdays, I attend classes in the morning and sometimes in the afternoon as well. After school, I usually review my lessons, finish my homework, and prepare for upcoming tests. Although being a student can be quite stressful, especially during exam periods, I really enjoy learning new things. English is my favorite subject because it allows me to communicate with people from different countries and gives me access to useful information online. My biggest goal at the moment is to achieve excellent results in school and get into a well-known university. 2. What subject do you enjoy the most? Without a doubt, English is the subject I enjoy the most. One reason is that it helps me improve my communication skills and gives me the confidence to speak with foreigners. Another reason is that learning English allows me to watch films, read books, and listen to music without relying too much on translations. My English teacher also makes every lesson interesting by including games, discussions, and group activities. As a result, I never feel bored in class. I believe English will play an important role in my future education and career. 3. Is studying difficult? I think studying can be challenging, especially when I have several assignments and exams at the same time. Sometimes I feel under pressure because I want to achieve good results in every subject. However, I've learned that good time management makes a big difference. I usually create a weekly study schedule and review my lessons every evening instead of waiting until the last minute. This habit helps me remember information more effectively and feel much more confident before taking exams. 4. What career would you like to have? I'd like to become an English teacher in the future because I've always enjoyed helping other people learn. I think teaching is a meaningful profession since teachers don't just share knowledge, they also inspire students and encourage them to develop important life skills. Besides that, English is becoming increasingly important in today's globalized world, so I would like to help young people improve their language abilities. Although becoming a good teacher requires a lot of patience and hard work, I believe it would be a rewarding career.
Unit 3. Family. 1. Can you tell me about your family? There are 4 people in my family: my parents, my younger brother, and me. Although we all have different personalities and daily schedules, we have a very close relationship and always support one another. My father works as an engineer, while my mother is a teacher. They are both hardworking and always encourage my brother and me to study hard and become responsible people. Every evening, we usually have dinner together and talk about our day. I think these conversations help us understand each other better and strengthen our family bond. I feel very lucky to grow up in such a loving and supportive family. 2. Who are you closest to? I'm probably closest to my mother because she understands me better than anyone else. Whenever I have problems at school or feel stressed before an exam, she's always willing to listen patiently and give me useful advice. We often go shopping, cook meals, or watch films together at weekends. Besides being my mother, she's also like my best friend because I can share almost everything with her. I really admire her kindness, patience, and positive attitude. She has taught me many important life lessons, such as being honest, respectful, and never giving up when facing difficulties. 3. What do you usually do with your family?
We enjoy doing many activities together, especially at weekends or during holidays. We usually have dinner together every evening because it's a good opportunity to talk and relax after a busy day. At weekends, we sometimes go to the park, visit our grandparents, or have a short trip to a nearby city. Occasionally, we watch movies at home or cook special meals together. I think these simple activities are very meaningful because they help us spend quality time together and create wonderful memories that we will always remember. 4. Is family important to you? Absolutely. I believe family is the most important part of my life because they are always there whenever I need help or encouragement. They support me during difficult times and celebrate my achievements, no matter how big or small they are. Their love gives me confidence to pursue my goals and overcome challenges. In my opinion, no amount of money or success can replace the happiness of having a caring family. That's why I always try to spend as much time as possible with them and show my appreciation for everything they have done for me.
Unit 4. Friends. 1. Do you have many friends? Yes, I know quite a lot of people at school, but I only have a few really close friends. I believe it's more important to have trustworthy friends than to have a large number of acquaintances. My close friends are honest, supportive, and always willing to help whenever I have difficulties. We've known each other for several years, so we understand each other's personalities very well. I feel comfortable sharing my thoughts and feelings with them because I know they'll always listen without judging me. 2. What do you usually do together? We usually spend time studying together after school because we often help one another with difficult subjects. Besides studying, we enjoy playing badminton, watching movies, visiting cafes, and trying different kinds of food. During school holidays, we sometimes go on short trips to nearby places or take part in volunteer activities organized by our school. These experiences not only make our friendships stronger, but also allow us to create many unforgettable memories. I always feel happier whenever I spend time with my friends. 3. What qualities do you look for in a good friend? For me, honesty is the most important quality because trust is the foundation of every strong friendship. I also appreciate people who are kind, responsible, and have a good sense of humor. A good friend should encourage me to become a better person instead of influencing me in a negative way. In addition, I think good friends should respect each other's opinions, even when they disagree. That's one of the reasons why my closest friendships have lasted for such a long time. 4. Is friendship important? Definitely. Friends make our lives more enjoyable and help us overcome difficult situations. Whenever I feel stressed or disappointed, talking to my friends usually makes me feel much better. They also motivate me to study harder and achieve my goals. Besides emotional support, friends can teach us valuable skills such as teamwork, communication, and problem solving. I believe life would be much less interesting without good friends to share happy moments and difficult experiences with.
Unit 5. Daily Routine. Question 1. What is your daily routine like? My daily routine is quite busy because I'm a high school student. I usually wake up at around 6 in the morning, have breakfast with my family, and then go to school. I spend most of the day attending classes and participating in different school activities. After returning home, I take a short break before doing my homework and reviewing what I've learned. In the evening, I sometimes exercise, read a book, or listen to music to relax. I usually go to bed at about 10:30 because I believe getting enough sleep is important for my health. Question 2. Do you enjoy your daily routine? Overall, yes, I do. Although my schedule can sometimes be quite demanding, it helps me stay organized and use my time effectively. I enjoy learning new things at school and spending time with my classmates. Of course, there are days when I feel tired because of homework or exams, but I try to stay positive and keep a healthy balance between studying and relaxing. I think having a regular routine makes my life more productive and helps me develop good habits. Question 3. Is your routine the same every day? Not exactly. My weekday routine is quite similar because I have to attend school and complete my homework. However, my weekends are much more flexible. I usually wake up later, spend time with my family, meet my friends, or enjoy my hobbies, such as reading, playing badminton, or watching movies. Sometimes I also help my parents with household chores. I really look forward to weekends because they give me an opportunity to relax and recharge after a busy week. Question 4. Would you like to change anything about your routine? Yes, I would. I'd like to spend more time exercising and reading because I think these activities are very beneficial for both my physical and mental health. At the moment, I spend quite a lot of time doing homework and preparing for exams, so I don't always have enough free time for my hobbies. In the future, I'd like to improve my time management skills so that I can maintain a healthier and more balanced lifestyle. Unit 6. Hobbies. Question 1. What are your hobbies? I have several hobbies, but my favorite ones are reading books, playing badminton, and listening to music. These activities help me relax after a long day at school and keep a good balance between studying and enjoying my free time. Reading allows me to learn new things and improve my vocabulary, while badminton keeps me physically active and healthy. I also enjoy listening to music because it helps me reduce stress and improves my mood. I believe everyone should have at least one hobby because it makes life more enjoyable and helps people develop useful skills. Question 2. How often do you spend time on your hobbies? I try to spend at least 1 or 2 hours on my hobbies every day. On weekdays, I usually read a book or listen to music before going to bed because these activities help me relax. At weekends, I have more free time, so I often play badminton with my friends or ride my bicycle around my neighborhood. Even during busy exam periods, I still make time for my hobbies because I think taking short breaks actually helps me study more effectively and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Question 3. Did you have the same hobbies when you were younger? Not exactly. When I was a child, I spent most of my free time watching cartoons and playing video games. However, as I grew older, my interests gradually changed. Nowadays, I prefer activities that help me improve myself, such as reading books, exercising, and learning English. I think this change is quite natural because people become more mature and begin to appreciate hobbies that are both enjoyable and beneficial for their future. Question 4. Would you like to try a new hobby? Yes, definitely. I'd really like to learn photography because I've always been interested in taking beautiful pictures of nature and everyday life. I think photography would encourage me to travel more and notice small details that people often ignore. Besides that, it would allow me to keep wonderful memories and express my creativity. Although buying a good camera can be quite expensive, I believe photography would be a rewarding hobby that I could enjoy for many years.
Unit 7. Reading. Question 1. Do you enjoy reading? Yes, I really enjoy reading because it's one of the best ways to relax and learn something new at the same time. I usually read for about 30 minutes before going to bed because it helps me forget about the stress of studying and improves my concentration. Reading also introduces me to different cultures, ideas, and experiences that I might never have in real life. I believe it's a wonderful habit that everyone should develop from a young age because it benefits both our knowledge and our imagination. Question 2. What kind of books do you like to read? I mainly enjoy reading novels, biographies, and self-improvement books. Novels help me improve my imagination and allow me to experience different cultures through interesting stories. Biographies inspire me because they tell the stories of successful people who overcame many challenges in life. I also like self-help books because they teach practical skills such as time management, communication, and building good habits. Reading different kinds of books helps me become more knowledgeable and open-minded. Question 3. Do you prefer printed books or ebooks? Although ebooks are very convenient, I still prefer printed books. I enjoy holding a real book, turning the pages, and even writing small notes in the margins. I also find it easier to concentrate when reading a printed book because there are no notifications or distractions like there are on my phone or tablet. However, I also use ebooks when I'm traveling since they're lightweight and allow me to carry hundreds of books in one device. Question 4. Why do you think reading is important? I think reading is extremely important because it helps people improve their vocabulary, communication skills, and general knowledge. It also encourages critical thinking and teaches us how to look at problems from different perspectives. Besides that, books often contain valuable life lessons that we can apply in our daily lives. In today's digital world, many people spend too much time on social media, so I think reading is an excellent habit that helps us slow down, focus better, and continue learning throughout our lives.
Unit 8. Music. Question 1. Do you enjoy listening to music? Yes, absolutely. Listening to music is one of my favorite ways to relax after a busy day. Whenever I feel tired or stressed, I simply put on my headphones and listen to my favorite songs. Music always helps me feel calmer and happier within a few minutes. Besides relaxing me, it also gives me motivation when I am exercising or doing household chores. Since I listen to music almost every day, it's become an essential part of my daily routine. Question 2. What kind of music do you like? I mostly enjoy pop music and acoustic songs because they have beautiful melodies and meaningful lyrics. I also listen to classical music whenever I need to concentrate on studying because it creates a peaceful atmosphere. Occasionally, I listen to traditional Vietnamese music to learn more about my country's culture. I don't think I have just one favorite genre because my choice of music usually depends on my mood and the activities I'm doing. Question 3. When do you usually listen to music? I listen to music at different times throughout the day. I often listen to it while traveling to school, doing homework, exercising, or relaxing in the evening. Sometimes I even play soft instrumental music while studying because it helps me stay focused. However, I usually avoid loud music late at night because I want to get a good night's sleep. For me, music is something that makes ordinary daily activities much more enjoyable. Question 4. Has your taste in music changed over the years? Yes, it has changed quite a lot. When I was a child, I mainly listened to cartoon songs and cheerful pop music because they were easy to remember and fun to sing along with. As I've grown older, I've started enjoying different genres such as acoustic, jazz, and classical music. Nowadays, I pay much more attention to the lyrics, emotions, and messages behind each song instead of simply enjoying the melody. I think my musical taste has become more mature as I've gained more life experience.
Unit 9. Movies. Question 1. Do you enjoy watching movies? Yes, I certainly do. Watching movies is one of my favorite ways to relax after a busy week at school. Whenever I have some free time, I like watching a film with my family or friends because it's both entertaining and a great way to spend quality time together. Besides helping me relax, movies also introduce me to different cultures, lifestyles, and ways of thinking. I especially enjoy films that have meaningful messages because they often teach valuable life lessons. In my opinion, watching a good movie is both enjoyable and educational. Question 2. What kind of movies do you like? I mainly enjoy adventure, science fiction, and comedy films. Adventure movies are exciting because they usually have interesting plots and unexpected events. Science fiction films allow me to imagine what the future might look like, especially with the rapid development of technology. Whenever I feel stressed, I prefer watching comedies because they always make me laugh and improve my mood. Occasionally, I also watch documentaries because they help me learn more about history, nature, and different cultures around the world. Question 3. Do you prefer watching movies at home or at the cinema? Although going to the cinema is exciting, I usually prefer watching movies at home. It's much more comfortable because I can choose any film I like, pause it whenever I need to, and enjoy snacks without spending too much money. However, I still go to the cinema a few times a year, especially when a new blockbuster is released. Watching a movie on a huge screen with excellent sound effects creates a special atmosphere that is difficult to experience at home. Question 4. Have your movie preferences changed over the years? Yes, they have changed quite a lot. When I was a child, I mostly watched animated films and superhero movies because they were colorful and entertaining. As I've grown older, I've become more interested in films with meaningful stories and realistic characters. Nowadays, I pay more attention to the acting, the storyline, and the message behind the film, rather than just the special effects. I think my taste in movies has become more mature as I've gained more life experience.
Unit 10. Sports. Question 1. Do you enjoy playing sports? Yes, I do. I think sports play an important role in maintaining both physical and mental health. Whenever I have free time, I usually play badminton or go jogging in a nearby park. These activities help me stay active, reduce stress, and improve my overall fitness. Besides the health benefits, playing sports also gives me the opportunity to spend time with my friends and develop teamwork skills. I believe exercising regularly is one of the best habits people can develop. Question 2. What is your favorite sport? My favorite sport is badminton because it's enjoyable, easy to learn, and suitable for people of all ages. I usually play with my classmates or family members at weekends. Although it's a simple sport, it requires quick reflexes, good concentration, and regular practice. Every time I play badminton, I feel more energetic and relaxed afterwards. It's also a great way to improve my physical fitness without putting too much pressure on my body. Question 3. Did you play sports when you were younger? Yes, I did. When I was in primary school, I often played football with my classmates during break time. As I grew older, I became more interested in badminton because it suits my personality and is less physically demanding. I also started paying more attention to staying healthy, so I began exercising regularly. Looking back, I think playing sports from a young age has helped me develop discipline, confidence, and healthy habits. Question 4. Why do you think people should play sports? I believe everyone should play sports because regular exercise has many benefits. It helps people stay fit, prevent health problems, and improve their mental well-being. In addition, playing team sports teaches valuable skills such as communication, cooperation, and leadership. Sports can also reduce stress after a busy day at work or school. In today's world, where many people spend hours sitting in front of computers or smartphones, staying physically active is more important than ever.